The role of a
Wingers are classified as forwards and therefore have less defensive responsibilities than wingers in formations such as a 4-4-2. In a classic 4-3-3 formation, outside forwards provide width and typically stay wide to receive the ball. Wingers are also you and the defender to receive the ball uncontested. But often, the right or left back will mark you too closely for your teammates to give you the ball. When this happens, try moving backwards and to the outside, expanding the distance between you and the defender. Moving back and farther wide creates space both for you to receive a pass and to move forward with the ball when it arrives.
But sometimes
If a right or left back follows you as you move backwards and outside, he's leaving valuable space behind him. Seize this opportunity by making a run behind the defender, giving your teammates the perfect opportunity to pass you the ball through the channel and behind the defense. We covered this in our first tactics video.
When you have the ball and you're in a 1v1 situation, usually you should dribble at the defender because this will force them to engage you. And then either they're going to back up and give you space, or they're going to stop and try to get a tackle in, giving you the chance to cut past them. Now, sometimes the defender won't stay tight to you. Sometimes they'll stand off a bit and stay more in line with the rest of the defense. When this is the case, and when you want to receive a pass to your feet, spread out toward the line and back a bit, with your body facing the rest of the field. This will give you more space to receive the ball and allow you to see the whole pitch. Also, if the defender follows you too closely as you spread wide, you can run in behind them for a through pass. Cross with your weak foot. Let's say you're a right-footed player playing on the left wing. Kind of like Ronaldo, but not as good. Anyway, let's say you like to cut in and shoot on your strong foot. Maybe that's what you're best at. And that's fine. But if you can't even do a basic cross with your weak foot, then defenders will overguard your strong side, making it difficult to cut inside. So that's why developing even a basic crossing ability with your weaker foot. Alright everyone, we hope you liked that video. If you did, make sure to leave a thumbs up.
It's about 10 yards outside the box, and then 10 yards in front of that have two centre mids, and on either side we'll have the wingers. The goal here is to play some short passes in the middle, and then play it out into the circles, the blue circles on here, and then find a cross into the danger area, which is the red rectangle. A centre mid lays it to the striker, who lays it back to the centre mid, who plays it out wide into that danger area in the space, and that winger crosses the ball, and the strikers make a run into the box and finish. Rotate the players in this drill, so the centre mids who laid it off will then go and be the strikers, and the wingers will rotate too. Make sure you switch sides, so if one player has played to the left side, the next time around play it out to the right side.
To enter the last third, because the distance is too great to whip it from here. Now, who did we see do this? As you get the ball, just roll it out your feet and have a look up first and foremost to see the run of your striker. Then, look to drive through the centre of the ball with your laces. Very important. You want to get a bit of pace on the ball and have the ball quite flat. The striker will make the run between the two centre backs, and you're looking to ensure that it lands on the striker's head between the centre backs and the 6-yard line, so the keeper can't get it. The second type of cross today is the traditional whip. Where do we use this on the pitch? We're now in the last third, normally as we're coming up towards the 18-yard box out on the wing. Who is renowned for this? Of course, here is we want to ensure that we beat the first marker or first man, whipping it around him. Now, again, the strikers are going to make the run between the two centre backs. Ideally, you're trying to get it to have a bit of height, a bit of curve, and to dip in and around between the penalty spot and the 6-yard line. Finally, we're looking at the low cross. Now, this is normally between the penalty spot and the byline when you're out on the wing. Who do we see do this? Man, the ball is played into you, so you're hitting this ball first time whilst you're on the run. As you're running onto the ball, you're looking to hit the channel of doom, the 6-yard line. That's where it's most dangerous because defenders don't know whether to come back that far and keepers don't know whether to come and collect the ball. Gives you the perfect corridor for strikers to come in and finish.
In this video, I'll try to explain how to play or improve yourself as an attacking midfielder using real-life examples from Christian Eriksen. Let's start off with something that is very effective when playing as an attacking midfielder, which is scanning the pitch or checking the positions of the players around you. Here you can see that Eriksen already knew that he will receive a pass from the second center back, so he scanned the pitch twice while moving towards him. So by checking his back twice before receiving the ball, he already knows that he will be under pressure and that he has to pass it backwards. Here, Eriksen checked the closest opposition to him and knew that he isn't under pressure and that he would be able to check his teammates and play a long pass. This will also give you a benefit to make quick decisions when receiving the ball if you applied it on checking your teammates' positions before having possession. Notice how many times he checked his teammates' positions while asking for a pass, so that his decision was set when he had the ball. Remember that practicing your one-touch passing skills is very important. Notice how Eriksen avoided losing possession in this area and helped the speed of the build-up. Knowing that he won't be able to deliver an accurate pass, Eriksen decided to turn around and start building the attack again instead of rushing it. After returning the ball to the defender, he checked the position of the right back again as he couldn't pass him the ball at the first try. Always scan the pitch to have quick solutions when owning possession. When playing as an attacking midfielder, remember to play easy football and avoid dribbling a lot. Notice how Eriksen got rid of pressure applied on him and switched the play without performing a dribble. Remember to stay between the defensive and midfield lines, as it's the most dangerous position for you as a center attacking midfielder. Always try to move towards this position whenever you aren't in it. Checking both sides while moving towards the ball.
that attacking midfield position or that playmaker. They believe that the playmaker, attacking midfielder, you know, the Ronaldinho, Coutinho type players, Kevin De Bruyne type players, like they're always exercising their playmaking abilities. They're always, you know, playing that incredible pass or fashioning open that space.
Field and attack. Moving horizontally and diagonally into these spaces to receive the ball.
Positioning of a defensive midfielder. Let's talk about how CDMs move to receive the ball on the pitch.
To be an effective defensive midfielder, you must make it easy for your defenders to pass you the ball. That means being aware of the gaps between the opposition's midfield and attack. Moving horizontally
founder of Online Soccer Academy. What is a box-to-box center mid? Coaches say this. People describe Frank Lampard, Michael Bradley, and Steven Gerrard as box-to-box center mids. But what does that mean? A box-to-box center mid is a central midfielder that is both a defensive center mid and an attacking center mid. They know how to collect the ball from the defenders in the back and distribute it simply to their teammates. Typically, this is done around the defensive 18-yard box. They also know how to make runs forward, get on the end of crosses, and be creative in the attacking third. Typically, this is done around the attacking 18-yard box. They cover a lot of ground between both 18-yard boxes, hence the name box-to-box center mid. For tips on being a defensive center mid and an attacking center mid, watch these two OSA videos. I'm not repeating the key points in those videos. Key points. Don't try your fancy passes in the defensive third. If you are in the attacking third and your gut tells you to hit that killer pass, splitting two defenders and putting your forward in one-on-one with the goalie, then make that pass. Don't doubt your gut. The attacking third is where you have the license to make this type of pass. It's because if it doesn't work out, then the odds of the other team scoring from your turnover are low. Yes, don't try to make a killer pass every time in the attacking third, but when you feel it, after you've been making simple passes, take a chance. Simple in the back, create in the attack. Key point 3. Delay your runs in the box. If your right winger is dribbling down the sideline and about to whip in a cross, delay your run a bit. Typically, your forwards are going to be ahead of you, and they're going to run to the far post and the near post. If you get in the box too early and too close to your forwards and the ball is played behind you, it's harder to recover and make a play. Versus if you are delayed, then it's easier for you to be in the right spot at the right time to run onto the ball and make a play.
Want to lose sight of the ball as a defender. Be on our toes, at an angle, ready that if they come across like this, that we can shift, okay? So if we add an attacking player in right now, obviously, as a defender, one of the first things you need to know is what foot is this guy? Where does he want to go? Because if we're in front of goal and he wants to shoot, he probably wants to go to his dominant foot. And so me setting up like this means he's happy because he's just going to go there. And that's not what we want. We want to, as defenders, try and control as much as we possibly can. So I would set up like this. Now, if he starts to make a move, make your move wherever you start to go, you can immediately come in here like this, all right? So you've got that covered. What if you have a very skillful attacking player in front of you who is fine going left and right and doing things? So if he's just doing all this step work and stuff like this, don't think that now, oh, that's clearly, he's gone. Usually speaking, you want to contain in these sort of situations. There's no reason for you to dive in or rush in like that. So now do that stuff, all right? Contain. I've contained. I'm almost even leaning back. All the time he's doing that, that's fine. I don't care that the crowd shouts and everybody and all that stuff, but my team got back. You can't just contain forever. You have to figure out when the best time is going to be for you to step in. And the best time normally to step in is when he's trying to make his move, all right? So if he comes forward, do a step over. If he does a step over and pushes it out one way, push it one way, I need to immediately then, all right, that's my dive. And notice that I didn't go immediately for the ball. One of the golden rules is that you want to put your body between the defender or the attacker and the ball. So when he makes that move out, instead of me trying to reach in here like this with my foot, which is possible, you are going to do this as a defender, but more importantly, I want to take possession of the ball. So when he puts it out like this, I want to use my body and my arm, all this stuff. Now I have possession of the ball. I can look up, I can pass it back, I can go here, all that stuff, or I can even turn now that I have the ball myself, all right? But what's going to happen if there are two attacking players? The goal's behind me. I can't just think, oh, I should go mark him. Because, no, you got to first cover the ball. If I see that, I think, he's right-footed, he's not going to shoot, all right? So as I see that happening, go ahead. Maybe I just start to drop like this, okay? And like that. And all of a sudden, I've contained 1 second.
Ball with his first touch, and then maintain possession of the ball, passing to an open teammate with his second touch. This is vital to help maintain possession of the ball with your team so they can continue in the attack. This is different than previous videos where we were working on one-touch clearances. One-touch clearances does not maintain that your team will keep possession of the ball. Now let's take a look at it. First, the center back must get in a good marking position behind the forward. Next, he must be ready to anticipate the ball being played into the forward. Once the ball is played into the forward, he needs to take a big first step, receive the ball with one touch, and then distribute to the outside back with the second touch. Now let's look at this at full speed. To start, the center back needs to be in a good marking position. Next, he must be ready to anticipate the ball into the forward. When the ball gets played into the forward, he steps around him, has a good preparation touch, drives the ball to the outside, and then goes and supports the play. That's how it's done.
Players, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. The first bit of it is going to be just some, basic technical work, just warming up. First starting off with some one-touch passing, then going on into some two-touch passing, and then moving on into some driven passes, and then ending in the passing with some long balls. And I think it's very important for especially center back players to be very good at distributing the ball, to have a very solid touch, especially in the back. You have to be solid, you can't make mistakes, and all your passes have to be precise. Anyone who watches Van Dijk knows that he can ping a ball across the field so precisely. It really help you, and it's going to make you stand out. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you want to skip over the highlights of us passing and go right to the game specific drills that we have for you, I'll have it down below in the timestamps so you can go right to it. So I'll see you guys in a little bit.